everyone.
Okay.
And we are live. Thank you, and welcome to My Spotlight, powered by Dot Studio Pro. I am your host, Phoenix Gonzalez, and we'd like to thank you for joining today. We've got a great cast from the series Oversharer. And, just a little bit about Dot Studio Pro. Dot Studio Pro and My Spotlight were born out of a mission to empower our peers in the entertainment industry to really build digital businesses online so that they can go direct to their consumer. So we'd like to thank our creators for jumping on with us today with their cast. And, this is our first week of My Spotlight. And so it's our trial run, and we're excited to have a stellar cast on board with us today to take this show live. So first up in our series of My Spotlight TV is the Oversharer. The Oversharer is a 6-episode series online. It was created, produced, and starred in by Jackie Mazarella. And we have Jackie on board with us today to talk a little bit about the series and what her inspiration for the series was. And I'm just going to stop sharing screen so I can say hi. Again, I'm Phoenix Gonzalez, the founders and co-hosts. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi.
So we've also got Roma Mafia, and we have Maggie Wheeler on board with us today with Jackie, 2 of the cast members from the show. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
So Jackie, I think we'll jump right into before we do have a couple of great clips from the series, and I will say if there's anybody who's watching this in their office or with their children, earphones are suggested. This is definitely a grown-up series.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, Jackie, I would love to, I think it's important for as filmmakers start getting into the online space and really understanding digital, like what was your inspiration and what was the catalyst for you really, starting writing the series and getting it off the ground?
Well, it really came from, some sort of real life. I was actually in a playground with my small child, and a mom in the playground started telling me things, and I thought, why is she telling me those things? And why am I telling her things? So I don't know this woman. And it was like a light bulb went off, and I thought, what if I actually said this to this woman? Then what might happen? And I just started writing like crazy. And hi. and just kept going and thought, oh, I've definitely lost my mind, but I was having fun.
Great. So very interesting concept. I mean, the whole idea of oversharing, it's kind of like that taboo subject that people don't really talk about. The reality is, though, every conversation you get into at some point, whether you've had a drink or not, you're going to share something that you probably like, shit, I shouldn't have shared. Right? So, in putting the series together, like, how did you, because you got an amazing director, you got an amazing cast, like, how did you pull that off? Because, that's not something that happens every day, especially, like in the world of web series, like, this is an awesome thing that you've pulled together. So it's like, how did you pull that off?
Yeah, I can't believe how lucky. It snowballed. I wrote a ton of episodes at once, and then I was talking to a friend of mine who is a producer, one of the producers on Everybody Hates Chris, where I had worked on the show, and she said, I want to produce them. You work on the cast, I'll work on the tech. And so she came on to produce them, and then I started talking to some people I knew and others and started telling them the concepts, and everybody said yes. It was insane. And so then we needed a director, and we knew a bunch of directors from Everybody Hates Chris, but the boss, the showrunner, was Ali Leroy, so we knew we had to go to him first. And not thinking he was going to jump on, and he said, oh, yeah, I'm in. And then because we had him, we got an award-winning DP, and it just snowballed, and it was easy. It was a little scary how easy it was, because everybody said yes, everyone was game, and we just did it, which is not usual, I know. And I learned a lot. We were at the LA Film Festival, and people were talking about the struggles, and we really lucked out,
Awesome. Just so you guys know, there are a couple people who we allowed into the actual stream, and then there are others who are, because it was so many people that were invited that we did like a live stream. So there are people just watching out on Google Hangout, and then there are a few people who came in.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
So you can see some, but you can't see the rest, because it was a pretty big list of people. We invited about 540 people to watch the stream today.
I assume they're all there, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll know your names by the end of this.
Good.
So I'm gonna jump in, and I'm just gonna show a clip because I really feel like the essence of this show just needs to be seen. So I'm just gonna show a quick clip on you, Jackie, and then I want to go into a little bit more about you, and then we're gonna go into the rest of the cast. So I'm gonna share my screen again. So I'm gonna become that infamous non-seeing face. And we're going to go over to your channel here. And this clip here is titled, Jackie, do you want to present this clip here? Can you see it?
No.
It's the first clip here.
Is this, this is from Mr. Jarecki.
Mr. Jarecki.
Yeah, my character has lost a good friend, an older man, a World War II hero, a real hero, a really special man, and my lovely neighbor, who I feel is really my good friend, is comforting me.
Yeah.
Right. Only we're going to just jump into that clip.
Is
his wife. And he even gave me some of her old dresses. So sweet. I used to wear them when I go visit, and he'd masturbate.
what?
That is just fabulous. And the technology just jumps out. So in terms of like working on a scene like that, I mean, how many takes did you guys have? And Roma, you can pipe up here because I know that you're the person on the other side of the delivery of such an interesting line.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, if the viewers only got masturbate, you're in on the show.
Yeah.
You know all you need to know.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So Jackie, in terms of like preparing for this character, I mean, you played a lot of comedic roles in your career so far. You know, what was different about this role for you? Obviously, having also been the creator of it.
Well, because I wrote it, it was I wrote it in my voice, so that was fun. that wasn't a lot of work. And because it was interesting because I could create it and tweak it. What was more interesting for me was to write for everybody else, actually. And once we had the cast and I had the shorts done, but once we had the cast set, then I tweaked for each actor so that I could really write for each of them, which was, you know, that was a special thing to be able to do.
Right. So now we'll go into Roma. It's very nice to have you on board. Thank you for taking time out of your busy life to jump on board and you know, do such an amazing job with this project. For those of you who know Roma Mafia currently is in Pretty Little Liars, and you know, I think your body of work speaks for itself. I'm very honored to, you know, be able to have you on the show with us today. And I just, you know, I'd love to get from you, what was the reason, like the thing that made you feel like I want to be a part of this project?
Wow. I got a lot of money. I'm kidding. No, because it's Jackie, and because I know Jackie's humor, her work, and when she talked about it, it was like something I'd never heard of before, a concept I hadn't heard, and it's perfect. I mean, because it made me think of all the oversharing I have done and oversharers I have met. So right. It was like, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, and it was funny. It's funny. And there's so much freedom in these characters that Jackie's creating and such intelligence that it's just really fun.
And what is your take on? You know, you're a television actress. You've done film. You've done. You know, like I said, your body of work speaks for itself. You know, kind of going into the digital space. Do you feel like there's a difference with, you know, doing content online versus content in television? Well,
doing this is my first project, and I feel there's so much more freedom. that I loved it. It feels much more, in a lot of ways, more creative and more spontaneous and more fun. Just more
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, and do you, Jackie, do you see, do you see another season coming for this? You know, I think this is a type of show that there's a lot of material that's still to be discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of scripts already written, and releasing that second one with Roma, the Mr. Directy, because Roma had done we initially did 5. And Roma had done the STDs one, and then releasing that second one was to really show, oh, there's a whole world and a life here. So to show the life of it, and we definitely want to do a bunch more shorts. We need some funding.
Understand.
And, so we're waiting for that, but we've got scripts, and everybody says they're game for more. And
Okay.
then, you know, so yeah, we're ready to go.
Great. Maggie, it's nice to meet you, Maggie Wheeler. Most of you if you are a Friends fanatic like I was growing up, I love Maggie. I love your work. Thank you for coming on today. You know, it's funny. We actually are doing some social media online with my spotlight, and one of our shows is going to New York. And they took a picture of the cast of Friends, and they put themselves in between.
Whoops.
Is that what we have to do?
You froze.
You're frozen. Phoenix.
Did we do anything?
Did we?
What happened?
Let's see. Let's see.
Owen.
We're
Owen. Owen.
Oh, Owen.
Owen.
It's still online. You didn't.
I don't think so. I think
We're off.
Oh, there they are.
there you are.
That's digital technology. I'm like, we're frozen. I see them frozen.
But you were so beautifully frozen. That's what's important.
Let it go.
It's Hollywood, as long as you look good.
That's right.
Right? So Maggie, as I was like pontificating
Billboards and people sandwiched in.
I was just saying, you know, it's an honor to have you on because, you know, as anybody who is a lover of Friends, you know, you did a great job on that show, and we really loved watching you. So, and seeing you on this show and the evolution of, you know, your character on the show is just, it's great. You know, I'm really. Jackie she knocked it out of the park. These episodes have just been great, and I love your reaction. So what we're going to do is just jump into a reaction quickly from you, because I think it's brilliant.
Oh,
and by the way, I
great.
love the hairdo right now that you've got going on. I like the color. You know, girls notice.
All right.
We're just going to play a quick clip here, and I'm going to share this screen. So let's first share, you know, it's technology here, so we're always about sharing screens. We share stories, we share screens, you know. Okay.
Oh,
And
great.
Oh, boy.
like I said, earphones are required.
Taking your vagina. Yeah. I mean, it was massive orgasm. We don't know each other that well, but I have to say this to you. You have got to stop doing that with your dog.
Ah, yes.
So, let's stop sharing the screen again. And let's go back to hi. So what was it like? I mean, you guys were outside. So how did it feel like having to deliver those lines outside in a park?
We laughed a lot that day. We shot that scene a number of times, in large part because we kept cracking up, and so we had to reshoot it quite a few times.
I don't know how you kept a straight face, and I kept losing it. I couldn't because of what she was
my
so
God.
earnest.
It was
And
really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. And to Maggie's credit, besides just being brilliant and brilliantly funny, Maggie's was the only short that we had to really rewrite it on the set because we realized a critical error that was important for the Oversharer character that she couldn't be overtly trying to be doing things with her dog because that makes her a bad person. And so it had to be more happening to her. So we had to really switch some things around, and we were doing a lot on the fly.
Yeah, we did.
And of course Maggie's game, and so good, and I couldn't keep a straight face. I want to actually release a bloopers reel.
That would be fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah, because
I think
there
that
are
would be
a lot of great moments where we lose it. And it was, you know, like Roma said, it's incredibly fun. It's really liberating. There's a lot of room for creativity, and Jackie's hilarious. So yeah, I have to say, I ditto all of that. It was a no-brainer to say
right.
yeah.
So, and for you, is this your first digital project online as well?
Something makes me want to say no, but I can't remember why. But let's just say yes. Yes, it is. And it's certainly the most fun.
Yeah. So Jackie, in terms of in terms of bringing this cast together and, having had the opportunity to work on this, some of the festivals that you guys have, are you guys still doing the festival circuit? I know you've done the Los Angeles Film Festival, the Los Angeles Comedy Festival, as well as the Los Angeles Shorts Festival.
Yeah.
So are you still on a festival run with this series now?
It was so funny because this is all new territory for me. This was my first filmmaking of any sort, and so it really was a little bit of ignorance is bliss, because I had no idea what a big deal getting into the LA Film Festival was. And so I was like, oh, let's do this. It's sort of been what I've done with this whole series. Let's try. So I haven't gone out to any other festivals. I was just thinking, oh, we're in LA, let's do LA Comedy Festival. That seems to make sense. The Shorts Festival, let's try that. So I really haven't. I've been much more focused on writing and although, I don't know, maybe we should do an international festival.
Oh, yes.
Where should we, maybe
Take it on
Paris?
the road.
Let's
Italy,
try.
Spain. Oh, God.
We're going on a European tour.
Yes,
Thank you so much for that opportunity.
Right? Well, remind me, Jackie, there actually is a festival that's an international web festival that's accepting submissions till December, so I can send you information on that.
All right.
Asking you shall receive, right?
That's right. That's right.
So, I think to wrap it up, first, you can watch The Oversharer on multiple places. You can watch The Oversharer on My Spotlight TV. She's got all 6 episodes here, so just go to My Spotlight TV. Jackie will be featured this week on My Spotlight. You can also go to Jackie's Facebook fan page, and you can watch the series here directly on her fan page if you go to this Watch tab or Watch Videos. And if you want to dig into the show or catch the episodes online on Jackie's site, you can also connect with her through all of her social handles here on her website. That's theoversharer.com. We've got photo gallery, contact, about, and she's got her home page. So you can definitely dig in and find out more information here. Ladies, it was a pleasure having you guys on. This was short but sweet, and we just, we really wanted to be able to see the cast live and be able to connect with you guys and have, the rest of the world be able to hear about The Oversharer and about web series, because we feel like,
Yes.
right? And if there's any oversharing advice you guys would all like to share with the rest of us, now is the time.
Right, send your ideas to info@theoversharer.com.
Right. Send your oversharing stories.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for jumping on with us today. This has been a great experience.
Thank you.
And it'll be up online. I'll share the links with you guys later today. We're just going to drop a couple of little quick edits in there with your titles and information. And thank you guys again. And as they say in I don't know, it's time to have a drink. So
I was going to say, Phoenix, sorry you're not with us. We decided to join together, so we're going to go party now.
Yeah. gonna put
Well,
you-
have a drink for me while I finish on the rest of it.
Right.
Will do.
Nice
Thanks,
to
ladies, so much.
Thank you.
Thank
This has been the first episode of My Spotlight TV with the Oversharer.
Yay!
Maggie Wheeler, Jackie Mazarella, and Roma Mafia. Thank you guys so much for staying on with us today, and congratulations on the success of the series. We look forward to seeing more, and we love supporting you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. And the same to you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.